Well, it's all going to start with this really good and rather surprising news. You are going to have right at the beginning of this week this good and really surprising news you are going to have. It's going to give you courage, my gorgeous Capricornius. This news is going to give you courage, to accept this challenge when it comes to you needing to do something about this problem, which started when you had this negative change in circumstances, when you had this unexpected change in life. And this was, of course, like a while back, but it did create some kind of a blockage that kind of slowed you down in life in general, and also as well when it comes to it, it's like it affected your finances, it affected your financial situation in a negative way, and it also like mentally and spiritually, since that happened. Just remember, it really is to do with this negative change in circumstances you've had a while ago. And this negative change in circumstances, it's really to do with the negative unexpected change in your life. And now this in itself kind of did create this challenge, and it also affected your finances in a negative way, and it affected you like spiritually and mentally, because since then maybe you felt like a little bit more lonely, maybe you felt like a little bit more paranoid sometimes, a little bit more isolated, withdrawn, and things like that. And so this is why, of course, this is going to be so important, because you are just literally going to, accept a challenge because of this good news you're going to have. And this is important because this is going to change stability and structure in your life in the best possible way. And you know why this is important for you to do. Just remember, it's about you being able to accept this challenge, in order to deal with this. Why is this so important? Not only because you really need to deal with this aspect of your life. There is something that you really kind of need to bring to an end, and at the same time, when you do this, not only some kind of a problem, it's actually going to come to an end, but also you will realize exactly what you want in life. And it's not about realizing what exactly you want in life after you deal with this challenge, after you deal with this situation. Because just remember, whatever has been created a while ago, it is going to come to an end. It's all about you accepting this challenge, which is going to be rather successful for you. So you've got nothing to worry about here whatsoever. And this in itself, as soon as you deal with this, you, my gorgeous Capricornius, are going to have such a positive outcome. You are going to be pleasantly surprised. Not only this is going to be resolved, but not only this is going to be resolved so quickly, but there is something else that it's actually going to come out of it so big for you at this stage of your life. As I said before, it's not so much about you realizing after that situation, what exactly you want in your life, but it's more about this confirmation, this like a major confirmation about something that you've already had on your mind. But only now, at this moment in time, you will be able to liberate yourself. You will be able to set yourself free. This is so difficult to explain because sometimes we are held by fears, our own fears. Sometimes we are held by our own negativity. And sometimes our subconscious mind plays way bigger role than we can possibly imagine when it comes to us, not doing certain things, in life. So this is really going to liberate you, and it's going to confirm. You will see, as soon as you deal with this challenge, there is something that you're going to do, something really specific, which is going to bring this challenging situation to an end after a very long time. And then after that, it's all about this confirmation, what you want in life. You know what you wanted for a while, but now you're gonna feel so much closer to your dreams, to your inspirations and things like that. And all this that happened, you know, at the beginning of this week, it's going to lead towards you, my gorgeous Capricornius, feeling like you have learned such a great lesson in your life. That's how you're gonna feel. Oh my God, I've definitely learned my lesson. And this is always such a great sign when we feel like we learned our lesson, you know. When it comes to like a little bit of a negative stage or some kind of a negative aspect in our lives, when we feel like I've learned my lesson, it's not a bad thing. It's actually a really, really great thing, because on one hand, that means that you are transcending in your life. And after that moment in time, you're going to be able to see things from a completely different angle, because this means that this situation, it's actually going to enlighten you. And this is why it's so important to be so honest with yourself. Whatever you learn out of this lesson, you really should, you know, let those people in your life know. You know, so they don't make maybe the same mistake and things like that. But please don't get me wrong. It's not about you making some kind of a mistake. Whatever happened was meant to happen, because now it is going to boil down towards you really kind of realizing as well, my gorgeous Capricornius, how much you've actually changed lately, and especially how important this time in between has been, because you needed to kind of go through certain experiences in life which were playing a much bigger role than you can possibly imagine. People you've met, people you came across, people you were talking to, you know, there's certain situations you've been through were ever so necessary for your own growth. And I know you're gonna have a go at me, oh my God, it was negative, a negative change in circumstances, but yes, that's so true. That's so true. This life can be very difficult and very complex sometimes, and I'm afraid this is one of those situations, my gorgeous Capricornius, you needed to go through, because now you're a different person to who you were back then. Of course you are aware of this, but right now what is all this boiling down to? It's the fact that, you know, because you are gonna realize and learn a really big life lesson here, you will make such an important decision when it comes to your future, and when it comes to you planning for the future. There are certain things that are going to boom, change. Yes, this is not only changing you in the best possible way. You are growing, you are evolving, you are changing, you are being enlightened. From now on, you will see things from a different angle, from a different perspective. But it's not only about that. It's more about you are going to realize all this and make such an important decision when it comes to you planning for the future. There are certain things that you are going to change when it comes to the certain plans, but you're gonna feel really, really good about it, and you will know that you are doing the right thing. And this is the part of this process here, my gorgeous Capricornius, I am talking about, and what is going to come out of it as well. When you see a cat throughout this week, you know, at any point when you see a cat, this is again going to be your sign, okay? Because this cat that you are going to see, It's going to be the message from a spirit you're going to have. And in terms of guidance, you see, there is something again. You know, I told you this before. This cat is either going to be absolutely gorgeous. This is going to be an omen. This is going to be a sign. So this cat is going to be either really gorgeous, either really striky, either something is going to be unusual about it, either something is going to be weird about it, either this cat is maybe even gonna like look at you directly into your eyes, my gorgeous Capricornians. But you will know, baby, that this cat is going to be part of your journey, because this cat is bringing you such an important message in itself. This cat is there to remind you that there is something legal, something official, something important you need to do ASAP. It's becoming urgent, urgent, urgent. There is something official, something important you're gonna need to do. Maybe some kind of a document or whatever this is. You need to understand one thing. This cat is not only there to remind you that you need to do something official, something important, but it's also there to remind you that you are going to have a really successful outcome, successful outcome, and you need to do this ASAP, because this official thing that you're gonna need to do, there is something else going to come out of it. There is something else going to come out of it. And this in itself is going to make you realize that there is something really specific you want to explore. There is something really specific you want to learn. And whatever this is, it's about to open the whole new door for you, where you're going to realize there is the whole world for you to discover, to explore. And in 1 year time, your life, thanks to that, it's going to be completely different to what your life is right now. It's going to be, my God, very colorful in terms of you kind of spending more time with people, and you know, the quality of life, it's going to be much better. Maybe you will be working less and being stressed less, for example, if you're not working anymore, and you will be enjoying yourself on a completely different level. This is bringing a ridiculously powerful energy into your life. I know it sounds really ridiculous, like ridiculously powerful energy, but I mean like a really beautiful energy, when I can see you being content finally after everything you have been through. So these are the things that I need you to pay attention to, my gorgeous Capricornius, indeed. And also, when it comes to the midweek, okay, you know what? It's really to do with this person here. Okay, this person here. Please don't get me wrong, yeah? There is something that you're going to feel a little bit negative about, you know? There is something that you're going to feel a little bit sad about at around the midweek. And I really think it's probably to do, I don't know, with maybe like with a certain news you will be waiting for, bless your heart. Certain message or certain information, and something that's been delayed and something that's just not happening. I can see you waiting for something really specific to happen, but it's not happening. Maybe you're waiting for some kind of a news, some kind of a message, and something is going to be delayed here. There is no other way of saying this, my gorgeous Capricornius, and this is why you're going to feel a little bit sad, a little bit down, a little bit negative. It's almost going to make you feel a little bit lonely as well. And you know what's going to happen? This is why it's important to talk. This is why it's important to discuss things. People in our lives are very important. It's good to be around people. It's good to talk to people. It's good to open up to people, because it makes your life so much more meaningful. It makes your life completely different. You learn so much about yourself and about your life, you know, through other people and through animals as well. You know, and this is why people in general are important. And why am I telling you this? I'm sure you knew this. My gorgeous Capricorn, I was just paranoid for a second. I thought that I forgot to put my microphone here, and that happened, you know. And then it's like I went through a whole video And then I realized my microphone wasn't attached, and the sound can be so bad that I have to do the whole thing over again. And when I do the second reading, if I have to do it like that, it's never the same like a first reading, of course, you know, because sometimes different things come to me. Everything is happened what's meant to happen in these situations in life, so, you know, it's all good. Anyway, so now my gorgeous Capricornians, yeah, what I was going to say, so yes, something is gonna be delayed, you will be waiting for something, and you're gonna feel like a little bit frustrated, a little bit sad, a little bit negative, and even like a little bit lonely. And there is this person that you're gonna say this something to, and it's nobody who is major in your life. Nobody who's like your family member who is very close to you. It's not your best friend or anybody like that. But I just see somebody who is not a significant person in your life. Does that make sense? This person is not a significant person in your life. Nobody who you are closely connected to. And you're gonna, for some reason, you know, you're gonna say to that person, you're gonna mention what's on your mind and what is going on in your mind. You're just gonna say to that person, nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. And you will say that you're sad, and you will say what happened, and you will say why you feel a little bit frustrated, you know. And then this person here, somebody very kind of intelligent, somebody very rational, somebody very powerful, somebody very authoritative, somebody very logical, somebody really strong, somebody with a fantastic manners, and somebody who likes to talk. And somebody who is like, you know, very analytical, but really nice person. Not a judgmental person whatsoever. And because you're so intuitive, I suppose this is what you're going to be drawn to, you know, drawn to. You sometimes know subconsciously and spiritually and intuitively that if you say certain things to certain people, they are not gonna they're not this type of people who are gonna go around and say to everybody, unless if we want them to do this, unless if we want them to do this, unless if we trick them into it, you know what I mean? No, but anyway, so yeah, so this person is actually going to give you a brilliant advice, but let me tell you something, shall I? Let me tell you something. This person is not who you think this person is. This person is going to play a significant role in your near future. And when I say that this person is not who you think it is, this person is someone 1,000,000 times more amazing than you can possibly imagine. This person is incredible. You are highly thinking about this person anyway, but this person is, oh my God, it's going to be like an essential part of your spiritual journey. So that's why I'm saying that this person is not who you think that this person is. Trust me, you will understand what I mean. Not only this person is going to give you brilliant advice, the right advice, but an excellent advice, but also this person is going to play a significant role in your near future. Because of this person is going to bring something incredible within you. You will really think a lot about your past, a lot about your childhood. You're going to feel nostalgic. There is something that this person is going to be keep on reminding you of someone else, of your childhood or something like that, or this person will keep on reminding you of someone in your childhood, or maybe this person is going to keep on reminding you of some kind of situation in your childhood, or like a person from a very long time ago, or a situation from a very long time ago. Because of this person, you really are going to be keep on drifting towards the certain aspects of your life from a very long time ago. And you're going to be thinking about certain times when you used to be happy. I'm not saying you're not happy now, don't get me wrong. And maybe when you were like a carefree and things like that. And this person is not only in general going to play a significant role in your near future events, my gorgeous Capricornians, but this person is going to play an important role when it comes to you returning to your roots. When it comes to you returning to your roots. Almost everybody at some point in your life understands what I mean. If you don't understand what I mean about you returning to your roots, it means that you're not ready to return to your roots. But the moment in time you understand what I mean, returning to your roots, at that moment in time, you will know what you need to do, and you will know that you are ready. Okay? Because this will heal you, and you are going to find peace, my gorgeous Capricornius. And this is why this is going to be so important. By the time you get to the last part of this week, okay, where is it? Yeah, sorry. Listen, by the time you get to the last part of this week, listen, you are going to have this vision, okay? This vision you are going to have. You know, first of all, something really positive is going to happen. I think that you are going to have a positive experience, and there are other people going to be involved. They are going to be either around some kind of socialization, blah, blah, blah. They're either going to be around you physically, literally, or maybe you're going to be looking at a group of people having fun and talking and discussing certain things. Either way, my gorgeous Capricornius, this positive experience, it's all going to start with a positive experience, and and surprising experience. This positive and surprising experience, it's going to trigger this vision after. Because of this positive experience you are going to have at the end of this week, this vision is going to be triggered. You are going to have this vision, and you will want to experience life. That's how you're going to feel. You're going to have this vision, and you will want to experience life, you know, and this is going to open your mind. This is going to open your mind, my gorgeous Capricornius, so much. And you know, this is going to open your mind so much, and it's also going to like kind of it's going to really be the time of your life where you will be talking about this to somebody who you can count on. You will be talking about this to somebody who you can count on, somebody who is very close to you, like maybe an immediate member of your family, or like your best friend. I know that somebody who you can count on, somebody who you can say anything and everything to. You will be talking to that person, and this person is also going to completely feel what you're talking about, what you're saying, things that you're inspired by, and things like that. And this person is also going to play their own role when it comes to you really taking this even more seriously, to be quite honest with you. Because what's happening right now, you really need to be honest with yourself. You really need to be honest with yourself. I think you need to come clean to yourself, really. You need to be honest with yourself. If you feel such a strong connection towards something, you should take this very, very seriously. There is a reason for it. There is a reason for it. You know, because you are about to turn over new leaf, my gorgeous Capricornius. This is what you need to remember. So now, my gorgeous Capricornius, I'm just going to shuffle these cards. Where are they? Here. And I'm going to see what an additional message is going to be. Let's just see what our little sisters are going to reveal. It's still daylight. It's still daylight. Let's just see what our little sisters are going to reveal. My gorgeous Capricornius. Oh, you're gonna find yourself being extremely indecisive when it comes to the beginning of this week. You're gonna find yourself being extremely indecisive. So that's why you're gonna have a bit of a hermit mode. And what exactly you're gonna be so indecisive about, you know, it's all gonna happen with a little surprise you're going to have. you are going to have a little surprise, my gorgeous Capricornius, and this surprise that you are going to have this week, it's really kind of going to make you feel really indecisive. And when it comes to this surprise, exactly what this is, it's to do with something that makes you feel really instantly creative. It's like a really pleasant surprise you're going to have with something that, and something it's going to make you feel really creative. There is something that you're going to try for the first time. There is something that you're going to do for the first time, and you're going to be surprised how good this is going to make you feel, how good this is going to make you feel, how brilliant this is going to make you feel. So that's why you're going to be so indecisive, and you're going to go into this hermit mode, because you really will want to kind of bring this into your life, or you will want to kind of do this on a regular basis or something like that, you know. So this is also going to be a sign that you need to act now. You need to do something about it immediately. Okay, this is a very, very important message, that whatever makes you feel so creative in the first place, you know, that you're so indecisive about, and you go into this hermit mode, you know it's gonna come to you anyway, because when we are within this hermit mode, we are enlightened, and we understand things we don't normally understand. But this is also an additional confirmation that you should do something about it immediately. There is a reason why you're suddenly gonna end up doing something you've never done before, and you're gonna realize how much you love it. You're gonna think like, why didn't I do this before? Why didn't I come across this before? There is a reason for it, because before you weren't ready, and now you are. And to having the Magician, oh my God, you know, this is gonna pretty much so play one of the significant roles of you manifesting the life you desire. This is why it's important for you to take this very, very seriously. Hello my gorgeous people, just to let you know, I've just started monthly subscriptions, monthly paid subscriptions, and the more people subscribe to this channel, you know, through monthly paid subscriptions, more content I'm going to be able to make. And this is why this is going to be so important. If you would like to subscribe to this channel through this monthly paid subscription in order to help me to keep this channel going, you will see the link is going to be in the description below. And thank you so much, because I will be ever so grateful.